Hello world, this is Daniel from Nerds with Academy, and today I'm going to be starting Season 3 of Massive Chalice. I'm really excited. But before I do that, I just wanted to say thanks to everyone for all the submissions on the video that I posted last week. I think it's really awesome that I had something like 20 different people submit either houses or comments in the form of feedback, and that's really valuable to me because it helps me make my channel better, and it really tells me that people are watching the videos and becoming engaged with it, and I think that's really important. So anyway, I just wanted to say thanks to everyone, and that's really awesome, and I've been super excited with how well things have been going, and I was really kind of blown away with how much feedback and how many emails I was getting from YouTube saying, oh, you've got new comments on your video. So all of that's super cool, and yeah, so let's do Season 3. Let's get going. So before I start, I wanted to say that the winner of the extra copy of Massive Chalice that I got from Double Fine is NsmileEye. I'm not sure. He submitted, or this person submitted House Falcon, and it was very colorful, if somewhat impractical house to play. So anyway, congratulations, and I will contact you and give you that code after this play session. And then I also wanted to thank Sanctus Mortem for submitting House Moe, which I randomed using the good old random.org. And so House Moe is going to be our family, and I've got them set up as hunters, so let's get going. Okay, so as far as House Moe goes, oh come on, I just got started.
But attacking from afar, where one can think and plan, is better.
If you listen closely, you might be able to hear your group leaving you behind as you line up that perfect shot.
Actually, the hunter will be in front of the group, stealthily scouting ahead.
Is that what they say they're doing?
So, again, House Moe. Actually, you know what? Let me read the description super quick. Oh. Whoops, that's not the right one. Okay. Oh, bother. You do not want to see that. Okay. Let's see. House Moe, bloodthirsty killers who love nothing but battle, so no researching, etc. So this is going to be, hang on. This is going to be a little bit weird because I don't know how far in the game you can get without doing any research at all, and so I think this is going to be tricky, and maybe you guys can help me out with this. So should House Moe, simply that entire house can't be sage rights? That seems like a pretty easy thing to do, just say this house can't be sage rights. And maybe play them kind of aggressively for hunters, so maybe they're a little bit more dangerous. And that would be fun to get them killed. The other thing that we could do is just say, I have to complete the game without building any Sage Rights guilds at all, because House Moe is sort of the leading house and they're against Sage Rights. And that would be, I think that would probably be doable, but a little bit harder. So I'm not sure if you guys have any thoughts on that. In chat, you can weigh in as I'm just getting started. So yeah, let's just see who we have to start with. So we have Nathaniel Moe, and it looks like he might be the only Moe. So let's not get him killed this round. So he's dim-witted, impressionable, a queen maker, wily, unfocused, and a rebel. That's not terrible. That's sort of neither here nor there for a hunter. So let's just see what we got going on here. We also have Robert Balinska. Balinska. They are, looks like they wanted to be hunters, but they ended up not being able to be hunters, so, that's alright. And they are dim-witted, impressionable, kingmaker, flincher, optimistic, and stalwart. And it looks like there are a couple of Balinskas hanging around in our kingdom, so that's okay, or our nation, as it were. I'm a little bit sad about the dim-witted, because that will hurt their damage, and I'm also a little bit sad about optimistic, because that's probably going to make me blow up people at one point or another. So, anyway, we'll have to see how that goes. Okay, we also have Benjamin Coral. I'm really digging this sigil, actually. So we've got it looks like a horned octopus. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it's pretty sweet. Okay, so let's see. We also have, for traits, Nimble is really good, especially for a hunter, and Kingmaker and Reveler. So, okay, so Coral is drunk. That's fine. he's a nimble drunk, though, so I guess that's good. Yeah. We'll just move you up to here for now. And then we also have Jenny Balinska. I think they're siblings? Jemmy? Oh, Jemmy, not Jenny. So it looks like that will be... okay, so so Jemmy here is hardy, a slow learner, optimistic, stalwart, and unfocused. That's pretty reasonable, I think, really. Yeah, that's not too terrible. And finally, we have Erilyn Zorander, a young alchemist, and she is hawk-eyed, brainy, and attuned, so she's pretty good. So I could see myself starting a House Zorander, actually. That would be pretty good. But, okay. So, let's see. So I haven't seen anyone yet, so I think my best move is just to move up my... Oh wait, does this guy have the XCOM hair? Oh, he's totally got the XCOM hair. I'm not sure if anyone out there is familiar, but the soldiers in XCOM, in the original XCOM, they have this sort of like hairstyle that's like this, and it's bright gold. It's pretty great. Anyway. Okay, so let's move up Robert, I think, on this side, and then we'll have... I think let's move Erilyn to the middle. And it looks like I didn't start with any Caberjacks, and that makes me kind of sad, I'll be honest, because Caberjacks, man, Caberjacks. It makes Might of the Walrus not very useful for me.
First sighted centuries ago. It cares only for destroying our nation with its corruption.
That's where pawns like you see here come in. Think of them as attack dogs the Cadence creates to spread corruption in the world.
Okay, let's see. Robert. Can't see this guy yet, and we can't... Actually, we could stealth. Let's stealth over here. This is pretty good. And then Benjamin. Okay, Benjamin, you get the first shot of the day. Whoops. Of course. So, looks like my playthrough is going pretty much how I expected it so far. I'm going to move Jemmy up here and see if Jemmy can get a nice throw flask here. So we didn't quite get this guy killed, but that should be okay. I'm going to finish him off with Erilyn. Yeah, level 2. Never broken.
How about that, eh?
One down, untold millions to go.
Alas. Does she have Hawkeye? Free throw. Cool. She does have Hawkeye. Excellent. I did not realize that. So far I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking, well, obviously I have to have a House Moe because they're our heroic house and I don't want to have them all die. And also, let's see, I think Zorander's pretty solid for an alchemist house, really. That's a good starting person. Hang on 1 second or so. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's see. I think that's almost everyone. I'll move Balinska up a little bit. This is probably not a great move, but yeah, it should be fine.
Seeds. Arguably the lowliest of pawns are more nuisance than menace.
But if you're going to remember one thing, don't let those runts form a posse. Keep them apart.
Otherwise it'll be like when Caberjacks get together at a tavern.
Except not the best night of your life.
Is there a spot that I can move Moe here to get a kill this turn? I don't think there is. Because this seed right here is he's hiding behind this wall, and I don't think that I can move anywhere that will see him. I can move over here, which is reasonable, but I'm gonna hold off on his move for just a second. Instead, I think I'm gonna try to give Coral a shot. Because I like drunk revelers, apparently. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's stack up the kills on good old Erilyn, never broken. Okay, so I'm gonna follow this guy back, actually. And now I'm gonna move Moe. Let's see, where should I be here? I'm gonna have him sort of sneak along this edge here. I really want to be able to get a shot with this other guy, though. Don't know how it's gonna happen. What could possibly go wrong? Nah. Let's see. So this lapse is probably going to be the most annoying thing on this level, and yeah, I'm gonna sneak on over this corner because hopefully that'll mean I can. Did he not attack, really? I don't know why he did that. That's sort of strange. Anyway, that was really bizarre. I thought that the seed would attack there. Because if you can move, you can... Oh dear. This is not a good start for my hunters. If you move, you should be able to attack the tile next to it. So, hunters. Interesting choices. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that guy just yet. Move around this corner. I think that... So I know that there's a lapse in this area somewhere, and so I think I'm going to move down here. So we can... That was pretty solid. And then similarly with... actually, you know what? Erlen. Belinska? Okay, let's just... seems legit, right guys? No? I think this is probably not a good idea because there's a... Well, there's a 2 in 3 chance that it doesn't kill my guy. Let's see, who is this? Do we care about this guy? Do we like Robert? He's dim-witted. You know, I think that Erlen is very, very determined. And very accurate, apparently. That was pretty lucky. Can we get it? Oh! There's the lapse. I did not see that guy. It might be time for good old Jemmy to run away. I'm not 100% sure though. Let's see if we can sneak up Moe. And then let's get Robert up here. As well as Erlen. And Benjamin. Move the drunkard over into the back. That kind of makes sense. He'll be hiding in the corner. Got a little bit of role playing for him. So. Yeah, hopefully that'll draw the lapse in closer. Yeah, there we go. That's what we wanted. It was all part of our master plan. Ha. Oops, let's not stealth. Let's just move regularly.
Lapses.
Cadence cowards. They'd rather stay back and snipe at you than fight up close.
I did not know there was a second one. That makes me really sad, actually.
They may forget some of their combat training. The mind is just as vulnerable as the body.
Oh man, that's really not good. Okay, well let's see if we can kill this other one on the side first. So, okay, Benjamin. Okay, solid hit. And then let's have you, yeah. Okay, Jemmy. Oh no, 1 life. Oh, it's so sad. Okay. Robert, you are going to come, and this is going to be the throw of the day. Wait, what? What was that battle cry? I can't see it from here, but it was something a little bit odd. I'm gonna move Erlen up, and I'm gonna have her... Actually, no. I'm gonna move her up to here, and move, what's-his-face over to here. And so the reason why I'm doing this is I don't want this lapse to shoot me. It's okay if I get hit by this seed. He'll do... Well, that was actually a lot of damage, but...
that could have been avoided.
That could have been worse. At least they belong to heroic bloodlines.
Oh yes, we forgot to mention. Normal humans cannot survive even a single touch from the Cadence, but because the bloodlines of your heroes are attuned to us and have our power flowing through them, we have a fighting chance.
This guy, right? Anyway, yeah, the reason why I did that is it's okay to take the damage from the seed, but taking the damage from the lapse is usually pretty annoying, so I prefer not to. And now that'll allow me to stealth out this guy, and okay, here's the lapse. So the lapse moved over to the side. And now I think it's time to get the rest of my posse over. Ooh. Uh-oh, that's awkward. Okay. So first I'm going to move this guy back. And so the reason why I'm doing this is because there are going to be alchemist throws coming over here. And I know that if I don't move him, I'm going to get extremely unlucky. And oh hey, that was actually quite a good shot. And basically I would blow up my one Moe right at the start of the game and lose. Bathe in their blood. Actually, that's a pretty good one for a house that's bloodthirsty.
That went better than
I approve.
expected.
Well done, well done. I knew you'd have a knack for this.
So, let's see, we've got a nice single level for Coral. We've got follow-up. Unfortunately, Moe does not have a, did not get a level, not quite. A little bit shy there, but that's okay.
Right. So this is our nation, and as we said, we are not in the best of shape.
That muck you see surrounding us is the Cadence. It's what created the pawns, corrupted our lands, and is slowly tightening on us like a noose. But we do have one advantage.
Thanks to several enchanted materials that make up our body, we've been endowed with certain powers. One of them being a way to cleanse the Cadence from this world. It's really quite a miraculous process, wherein we harness the properties of...
The thing is, it takes a long time for us to charge up for this. A long time. All of the heroes you just commanded in battle will be long gone when we're finally ready.
With all that time still ahead, we need you to protect us. You will take charge of the nation, command its citizens worthy of becoming heroes, and ensure that the Cadence does not reach the capital.
Now let's check out that keep you
Whew,
just
okay.
saved.
Sec. There we go. So I think we have to...
Bloodline.
I think we have to install Nathaniel Moe
Stonemasons
here.
did good work here.
Because we don't have any...
Thank them later.
That's really strange.
One hero as a regent,
Normally
one
we
as a
have...
partner.
Normally you get 2 to 3
More
heroes for
experience they
the...
have,
yeah, you get 2 to 3 heroes for the core bloodline,
goes
but for
for
whatever
traits
reason
and
this time we only got
personalities,
1. So I have to
Everyone's game.
install
Keep in
Moe
mind,
as the
signing
regent.
heroes to keeps retires them from combat. You can't have one foot at home and one in the battlefield. Now that your regent is appointed, it's time to decide on a partner.
Although this isn't an arrangement out of love, who knows? Maybe it'll turn into that.
You've seen it happen.
Personality, traits, experience, they're all important here.
And just because this is an arrangement of necessity doesn't mean you should reduce these heroes to a pile of numbers either. They deserve better than that.
Wow. Okay, so I just want to take stock of the initial stock of heroes that I have. So I've got let's see here, Josie Dunedain, and this is a Lord of the Rings reference, I believe, who is nearsighted and hardy. Wily, Lone Wolf, Oblivious. That's okay. Lone Wolf is pretty good for hunters, especially. And then, nearsighted is bad. Hardy is kind of nice, especially in the early game, if it gives you a chance to take maybe one more hit. Then there's Marta Belinska, who's hearty but a slow learner, optimistic and stalwart. So stalwart's quite nice, but hardy... The problem with stalwart and hardy is those are more caberjack. Those are more caberjack traits as opposed to hunter ones, so I don't really think that's a great match. Although she is a little bit younger, so that would not be bad. Erilyn Zorander, who is brainy and hawk-eyed and attuned, so she's quite solid. So if I could get a House Zorander up pretty quick, that would be awesome. Then we have Ash Noir Kittenfoot, an alchemist who is nimble, kingmaker, and reveler. So I really love the Kittenfoot last name. This is going to be such a great match, but I want to keep I think I might want to install a House Kittenfoot just because it's funny. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Relby Dunedain. Okay, this guy, or this girl is nuts. So she's brainy, bear strength, and nimble. So she has bonuses to all 3 of her primary stats. That is crazy. And she's pessimistic and oblivious. So actually, it kind of makes sense that I would marry her in, now that I think about it. Because then that would give me the highest chance, because there'd be the most kids that have brainy, bear strength, and nimble on them, potentially. So that she would be a pretty solid match. And then we have Kathleen Clakenbeard, who's clumsy, asthmatic, attuned, sluggish, and lone wolf. That's that's not so bad. Asthmatic, though, I don't know what it is, but things that reduce your movement just drive me nuts in this game. So like the slow, the disheartened, asthmatic. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily my cup of tea there. And then Galadriel Dunedain. That's actually a pretty good. I wonder if they know that, if they recognize that this was a. I wonder if they recognize that it was a Lord of the Rings reference, and they did that. But she is brainy, puny, quick study, and stalwart. So that's not bad. As far as other gentlemen go, we have Aaron Wasat, or Wasat, I'm not sure, who has pretty baller hair again, and is a brainy. Oh, we do have a caberjack, who's asthmatic, but that's not the end of the world. And then we also have Jemmy Belinska, and then Benjamin Coral, who's pretty solid, and Robert Belinska, who again, apart from the dim-witted, is pretty good. Ulrich Solarian, or Solarian, I'd say Solarian, I don't know, who's a quick caberjack and bountiful, so this is a very good, it looks like we'll probably have I think I would say Solarian, or Solaran, let's go Solaran. Ulrich Solaran, who's bountiful and quick, those are both very good for caberjacks, so I think this will probably be my first caber family, if I can get it up fast enough. And then we have Sheridan Dunedain, who's infertile, oh no, but bear strength. I guess it doesn't matter though. And then finally, Eric Clinkenbeard, who's impressionable and attuned. That's not too bad. So I think I think it was Relby. I'm going to go with Relby Dunedain. So this is I like this match because she has really oblivious is the only trait that she has that's negative, but the Moes are not Sage Rights anyway, and again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be building any Sage Rights guilds this playthrough, just for RP reasons. That might be kind of fun. But the Moes are like the head house of the nation, and they're saying that it's a waste of time. But this will give us these 3 excellent traits to marry into other families, so I'm going to do that.
Many happy returns.
Let's give the newlyweds some privacy, eh?
And so House Moe's keep is called Sokal, and it's and their motto is no victory without sacrifice. Sounds pretty good.
It's a lot to take in, but you'll handle it, or your mind will become as cracked as our body.
And welcome back.
You are here, right? It's a little hard to tell if you're still in your mind's eye or whatever.
This is where your heroes return to after battle. From here, you may equip them with any skills or weapons they may have earned, as well as perform research.
Basically, we can devote some of our power to help the war effort and the nation. Whether it's building new keeps, starting a Sage Rights guild, or a Standards Crucible. Fun stuff.
So, one thing I tried to do before this playthrough is disable all the tutorial messages that keep popping up, and I mean, they're a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. But the problem with that is actually the game crashed when I did that, and so I think it's not, it's still part of it. It's still, like, they haven't gotten the disable tutorial part stuff figured out.
Building more keeps is likely the most pressing option, as you'll be able to foster more bloodlines, but don't shun the other possibilities. With your approval, we can research weapons, potions, armor. If the amount of time required dissuades you from researching something, consider the Sage Rights Guild. Any hero who joins the Sage Rights will hasten the time required for any pursuit. You'll never see combat again.
Keep in mind, most of our power is focused on charging up to cleanse the Cadence, so we can only devote enough energy to research one thing at a time. That includes searching for new heroes. It takes a lot of effort to find people attuned with us, and it'll only get harder the more we do it. But choose whatever you want.
You also, you won the extra key in NsmileEye, and so I will send that to you right after this playthrough is over. Via Google+. So, congratulations, and I hope that you enjoy the game. Let's see, I am going to build a keep, actually. Let's see here. Ooh, all hunters dexterity boost, that's nice. All alchemists intelligence boost. All heroes cadence kill XP boost. Local crucible boost. And reduce all building construction time. Interesting. So again, we lucked out and didn't get the Caberjack strength one again. It makes me so sad. I really love having just completely ridiculously overpowered Caberjacks. I think that's just too much fun. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you for watching and commenting on the video. So. And yeah, like I said, I hope that you enjoy the game. I've been enjoying it. It's a Steam key. I hope that's not a problem. If you're morally opposed to Steam or something. So let's see. I think... So... Let's see here. What shall I do? I kind of like the reduce all building construction time one first, actually, because I'm not that concerned with getting the damage boosts. And if I get the building construction time one, I can build out a whole bunch of keeps early. And so I think that'll help fit Moe's, House Moe's sort of role-playing element, which is they don't like research, and so that will make it so I don't necessarily have to build a Sage Rights Guild, and I can still have a bunch of keeps. And so this game might get really crazy if I have something like 4 crucibles and 6 keeps, because I would have level 10 characters very quickly. So I think, yeah, I think I want to build my first keep here in the Pale Sea.
Oh, yeah, one more thing. The end of this war is not even a glimpse on our horizon yet. But your immortality gives us an advantage. The ability to step back and let time pass.
You can start and stop this timeline at will, but we'll also stop it for you should something require your attention.
Like a Cadence attack.
That is a probable...
Oh, I also have a question for anybody in chat. Oh, hang on, right after the babies.
The Horns of Birth. Cause for celebration indeed.
Babies have been born before today.
And it was glorious every time, was it not?
What, unbearable shrieking and smells that are even worse? That's your idea of glorious.
So yeah, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by the Chalice, is I was wondering if anyone was watching my YouTube videos right now, does it come up with a little I'm streaming Twitch message? Because I tried to connect that this morning to make sure, but I wasn't able to see if it was working or not. I just don't know. And we have a new baby though, which is exciting. Izumi has been born, and Izumi is infertile but bear strength, so that's interesting. A good, terrible choice or combination.
It always feels weird accomplishing something without having beaten it into submission.
Should have seen my books after I was done with them.
What do you guys think? I'm thinking Ulrich. Ulrich is still young, and I'll need Caberjacks. And the other thing is that I think he's my only Caberjack that I have in my entire... Oh no, I also have Aaron is also one. But Ulrich definitely has better traits. I think I'm gonna go with Ulrich as my second dude, or second regent here. Also, I like this color scheme. It reminds me of the Withers from last game. I think it's the same colors. Let's see. And they ended up being pretty solid. Hardy. What's that, Amy? About the Caberjacks? That's not bad. Puny? No. Catherine Clinkenbeard. Asthmatic? Nope. Josie? I think I'm going to go with Marta. Because here we have the Stalwart and Hearty, which are both positive for Caberjacks. The slow learning is a little bit of a bummer, but it's not the end of the world. So I'm going to go ahead and do Marta, I think. Or do I want Josie? Who's nearsighted, wily, and a lone wolf. I think... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to do Josie. Let's see how inbred we can get our families here. And House Solari... Gosh dang it. Maybe I should have chosen a different house. I want to say Solaren. House Solaren, their keep is called The Last Light, and their motto is "The sun shines upon the worthy." And let's build... Whoa. Oh, this is really cool. So even though I'm building my third keep, because I got the... I have the boost that reduces building time, it's actually fewer... It's less time than before. So this is really awesome. Okay, so... Let's do... Alchemist's Intelligence boost. I have a lot of Alchemists. Let's do Hunter boost, though. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do a... What do you guys think? Hunters or Alchemists? For the boost, for my next keep. Actually, you know what? I think Alchemists might be the better move. And so the other options are... If I build a Crucible, I want to put it there. Although, extra hero XP is not bad. In the, what's this region called? Salt Stacks. It depends on if you want the bonuses. Whether you should build on the outside or the inside. I think if the bonus is really good, it's beneficial to build it on the outside first. But if you're concerned about having, like, it's kind of handy that Moe is on the inside, because this keep right here is less, it won't get attacked until we lose this outside region. Usually you can go through most of the game without losing any regions, though. And honestly, if I have 6 houses scattered around, yeah. Although, I guess it is a good point that... Excuse me. I think that's true, though. It would be a little bit better for me to not have... all of my keeps on the outside. I think I'm going to go for the Hunter Dexterity boost first, though. So I'm going to build a keep here. And really that's just... I mean, it's kind of a gamble, right? Because if you end up... oh, hey, another baby. Oh, a couple more babies. 3 more babies. Because basically when you put your buildings on the outside, you're gambling that you'll be able to fight off the special keep attacks, or the... sometimes they'll actually attack the Crucibles as well. or the Sage Rights Guilds. Although it doesn't use a special map, I think it's just the regular map. But it's sort of one more thing that you have to defend. And so it's sort of a gamble when you put your structures on the outside. You're saying, I can, you know, I'm confident that I can win the fight when the Cadence tries to invade this, and usually that's probably okay, but yeah, sometimes it might be a problem. So let's see, we have, oh hey, we have a new baby Moe, Nala Moe, who is slow and likes to rhyme, apparently. We also have Penelope, who's bear strength but clumsy as a hunter. That's unfortunate. Oh, okay. And then finally we have Alina, who was born to Ulrich and Josie, and is hardy and quick study, so that's quite excellent. So I'm glad that I got at least one good caberjack. Let's see here. I think this might have to be the Kittenfoot house.
Finally, some action!
So close.
As you have no doubt surmised by now, it takes time for the Cadence to create its pawns, so they're only able to attack every few years. Unfortunately, you cannot fight back multiple incursions at the same time. Our primary focus is charging up to destroy our enemy, and we can only allot enough of our energy to send out one group of heroes at a time.
Pawns don't last long outside of the Cadence either. So even if you win one battle, it'll be too late to fight the other.
Choose wisely, and
Blow the horns!
So this is an interesting choice.
Yeah!
You know, I have several babies coming, and so I think the baby boy might actually be better for me than the level 2 male hunter. I think I'm going to defend the keep and defend this house. The house that cannot be named. Let's see. Okay.
Do you feel it? That little tingling in the air before a fight? I know they do.
Let's take one.
here is where you can make any last-minute substitutions or preparations before you deploy your heroes to battle. Once you give the word, they'll jump in, and we'll handle the rest.
Gem?
Make sure they close their mouths when they jump.
Okay, you're not bad. Okay, so I'm going to take a super quick break right now before I start this battle, but I should be back in maybe 3 minutes, and then we will fight this. I'm not sure, Robert? Info. I think I'm gonna replace Robert with someone else, though. I think, let's bring a Kittenfoot. Yeah, let's go Kittenfoot. So we have 3 alchemists. Let's see if we can bring another hunter, although Erlen's good. Let's take out Belinska and bring in a hunter instead. Sheridan. Bear strength. It's not bad. Galadriel. Puny. Let's do Galadriel. Oh, she's 50 then. I guess we will do Sheridan. Yeah. Right. So this is going to be the dream team, and so I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.